Yo, this song right here is not just a record, man. It's an experience. The kind that takes you to places and spaces, you know what I mean? But is this jawn worth revisiting? That is the question. Yeah. This is Live in the Lab, where we uncover the dopest independent gems. I am the one-man gang. Hey, yo, it's been a minute, but now we're back in the lab, man. And I'm back to bringing you dope music. Now, today we're breaking down Mel Alston Jr.'s track, Throwback Thursday. And if you're new to how we break down records here, here's how we rate them. Yo, when you hear that, oh indeed, you know you got a certified banger on your hands, man. A must add to your playlist. Now, if you hear that, not bad, not bad, the record is still solid by all means, right? But it might not be for everyone. And on top of that, there still might be just a little bit of work that you need to do to raise the value of this record. But I can tell you, man, if you hear kick, push, and yo, I am not, and it is never my intention to hurt nobody's child's feelings. But fam, if you hear this one, I'm sorry, but this ain't it. It's that simple. So now that we know all that, let's go ahead and run this record through the gauntlet and see where it lands. But before we get into it, right, I gotta tell you that Mel Alston Jr. isn't just another voice in the crowd. He's a product of Philly's rich soul legacy, man. A city that birthed icons like Jill Scott and Bilal. And just like them, Mel brings that raw, authentic energy to the game. So let me tell you, man, if you haven't heard of Mel Alston Jr. before, my man has been making moves for a while before this release, man. With projects like Mellows Volume 1, Mellows Volume 2, and a slew of hot collabs, man. He's carved out a lane that's all about live instrumentation, deep lyricism, and a timeless feel. And not to mention, man, the boy's been holding it down on stages all over the United States, opening for legends and cementing his status as a true performer. And now my man is back with Mellows Volume 3, and it is clear that it's not just a project. It's a statement within itself, man. The lead single is this joint called Throwback Thursday, and it blends old school soul with fresh energy, making you feel like you're flipping through the best moments of your life in slow motion. Now, you came here for the music, and you'll stay for the review. So let's go ahead and put this joint underneath the microscope and see if the juice is really worth the squeeze. Let's take a moment and let's talk about first impressions. Yo, the first thing that hit me was those drums. Yo, they nasty, fam. They don't just knock, they breathe heavy on you, especially that snare drum. Mel's voice is smooth, man. It's got that seasoning on it. It's soulful and impressionable. And that bass line has that slow burn intensity. And I got that off of a 30-second snip. So what's your first impressions of this joint? Drop your emojis, your thoughts, whatever, right down in the comments. And those are just some things that just stand out right off of the top. However, we are here to dissect this joint piece by piece and see if the juice is really worth the squeeze. So let's break it down. Break down! The musicianship is out damn standing, fam. Yo, this ain't just a preset heavy plug and play type of beat. The drums breathe, man. The bass moves and the strings, they just elevate. Everything in this record feels intentional. Have you kicking off your high heels, sweating out your head, dude, cutting up the dance floor, just like we used to. Yo, you feel that right there, man? I know you feel it. And you know what you feeling? That there is soul power, baby. Yo, the drums beat to the rhythm of your pulse. The bass line has that crazy energy. And those strings, man, they just ring out with this beautiful cinematic vision. Yo, you know what else hit me, man? The lyrics to this joint. He just paints this picture I'm talking black tux dress code, a James Bond across the ballroom. The way you looking in that red dress got me thinking, hoo.
Black tux dress code, a James Bond across the ballroom. The way you look in that red dress, got me thinking it's the prime soon.
The pen game is strong with this one. Hey, yo, he puts you right into the scene, man. Visual flows, painting pictures with every single line. Yo, you're not just listening, fam. You're watching things unfold in real time. And don't get me started on my man's voice, man. Dude's flow just commands your attention. I'm talking power personified to the oomph degree. It's like the perfect blend between strength and vulnerability. Hey, yo, you gotta run that joint back for me real quick. Check this out.
Let's lose our cool and act like it ain't no rule. Like it ain't no rule. I'm ready to be your fool. To be your fool. Ready,
You hear that, fam? You hear that? Pronunciation and enunciation on a whole nother level. Every note, every inflection, it just feels deliberate, man. His voice rings out and it leaves a lasting impression. Hey, yo, you feeling this breakdown, fam? If you are, go ahead and drop the mic down in the comments, man. And if you're on the fence, hit it with an X. All good. All right, so we talked about what gives this joint its great vibes, but now we're going to talk about what could push it over the top. Now, this is just me nitpicking, but some of the vocal runs go on just a little bit too long. Don't get me wrong, I love to hear young talent go in and do their thing, right? But sometimes restraint is like a superpower, and it can make things hit just that much harder. A little less acrobatics and a little more movement in the pocket will make this track perfect. All right, we just broke everything down, man. The production, the vox, the lyricism. But where's this track sitting on the scale, man? Are we looking at an O indeed, or are we talking about a keep it pushing situation? Take your wildest guess and put it right down in the comments, and we'll be right back, and I'll reveal the verdict. Yo, what's good, fam? Are you an independent artist ready to get your music heard? Well, here's your shot. I'm always on the lookout for fresh underground heat to feature on Live in the Lab. If you got a track that needs some shine, yo, send it my way. Head over to IamTheOneManGang.com/submissions or click the link in the description. This is your chance to get a real, authentic review and showcase your talent. So what are you waiting for? Let's vibe together.
You're tuned into Live in the Lab on ampedsounds.com.
Live in the Lab, one man gang reviewing dope music, all genres, all independent, all the time. We just checked out Throwback Thursday from Mel Alston Jr. straight off his record Mellows Volume 3, and we put that joint underneath the microscope. We dug all the way into it, man, getting into every detail, and I can confidently say that the juice is most definitely worth the squeeze on this joint.
Oh, indeed.
This joint is playlist ready right now. Yo, it's right up there with the soulful classics, man. And I'm talking Raheem DeVaughn, Rasan Patterson, Raphael Sadiq. Oh yeah, my man can blend in right with that playlist. So go ahead and drop your favorite emojis right down in the comments and let Mel Alston Jr. know how you feeling it, man. Hey, yo, Mel Alston Jr., yo, check this out, man. Peep game. Yo, I got to give you your props, bruh. You are killing it with your massive musicality. Much respect to you, to your whole crew, and everybody that was involved with making Mellows Volume 3. This is straight dopeness, man. All right, fam, so I just hit you with another classic, man. Throw this joint on when you get home, kick back, relax, let the vibes flow, and you can click right down here to grab this joint. You can thank me later. Hey, yo, hold up. Yo, before we wrap, I gotta give back, man. Let me go ahead and shed a spotlight on some more soul artists that should be on your radar. Yo, first up, we got the incomparable Butcher Brown, man. All the way from Richmond, Virginia, they fuse jazz, soul, and hip-hop with a live band approach for your mental. And the girl Chinta, all the way from Sydney, Australia, man. She's a Sydney-based artist blending warm neo-soul with R&B elements that just sound oh so good. And you already know, they will be featured in an upcoming episode of Live in the Lab. And I gotta shine a spotlight on a creator. Somebody out there that's making noise in the creative field. I'm talking about the boy Project Bryce. This is a young creative mind making philosophy accessible through storytelling, asking those questions that make you ponder on the meaning of life. Yo, check them out, man. All of those artists, the details are right down here in the description. So there it is, another dope episode. I did all of the heavy lifting for you and delivered you yet another dope record and another dope review. Now it's only right that you do your part, man. Put your thoughts, your emojis, your comments, anything that you can think of right down here in the description box. And if you got a line on some new music that you want reviewed, go ahead and send that to me too, man. Put it down in the comments. I'll check out the link and I'll be sure to drop a review on a future episode of Live in the Lab. Last but not least, go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me, baby. Hey, yo, go ahead and hit it. Hey, yo, fam, you ain't hit it yet? Don't make me come out there and grab you. Nah, man, I'm just kidding, man. Go ahead and hit subscribe so you can be the first to hear more dope content. Hit that like button for the algorithm and hit share, man. Whatever you do, don't be stingy. Give the gift of music. Once again, this is Live in the Lab, and I am the one-man gang, and we'll be back in another episode to drop yet another dope review. But in the meantime, between time, do awesome, be awesome, stay awesome.